Yo, what's going on out the fight world? It's your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on Brian Norman Jr. going to Japan, dismantling Sasaki in 5 rounds. 5 rounds. Brian Norman went over there and put on a hell of a clinic, bro. Hell of a clinic. First of all, shouts out to Sasaki for being a warrior, bro. He's tough. He got that Japan samurai warrior in him. You know, he went out on his shield in front of his people, things of that nature. But god damn, Brian Norman. God, he hit that boy with a nuclear bomb. First of all, he dropped him twice in the first round. You know, and after that, he was just picking him apart. Sasaki was coming forward. He was throwing everything hard, bro. He was so wide, getting caught in the same spot on top of the head, things of that nature. So he came out with too much energy. I understand you're in front of your hometown, things of that nature. You want to show up and show out. But he came in too wide, a little too confident, a little too arrogant, you know, and trying to land big shots and things like that. It didn't work for him. Brian Norman Jr. stayed patient. He worked behind the jab, but you know, when you got somebody that wide, bro, you take advantage of the opportunities. You know what I mean? Take advantage of the opportunities and what they give you. And that's what Brian Norman did. He stayed patient. He stayed down. He stayed solid. And he was just be known, bro. The assassin. You understand what I'm saying? And he went out there in the 5th round, and y'all can see right here, man. He caught him. Look, hook him with a hooker. Down low, up high, bam. Caught him right on the chin. Caught him right on the chin. You feel me? And put him out. That was all she wrote. Not only that, they had to carry the boy out on the stretcher, and they had to rush the boy out on the stretcher. So, shouts out to Brian Norman Jr., bro, for going over to Japan. Shouts out to Brian Norman Sr. for putting together a hell of a game plan and going out there and you know, doing what they was doing, because a lot of people was praying on their downfall. A lot of people was praying that they went over there, they didn't look as exciting, they didn't look good, and that something happened so they can have some shit to talk about to try to discredit them. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nobody talking about that Sasaki is not a credible opponent. He's not a credible foe, because he is. Don't try to discredit. Don't try to take away from this young man win, because that's what a lot of these cats like to do. Go out there and do a lot of damn discrediting, bro. So shouts out to Brian Norman Jr., bro, for doing this thing, knocking out Sasaki in 5 rounds, looking good, looking impressive, staying sharp, staying solid, staying strong, staying behind the jab, not overexerting himself, not going out there, you know what I'm saying, trying to force something, especially being in another country, because a lot of people, when you go to a different country, you try to go there and do too much because you feel like they go rob you. A lot of people, oh man, he go get robbed in Japan. He go get robbed. Well, you can't get robbed like this. I repeat, you can't get robbed like this when you're knocking the motherfucker out cold. You feel me? So I just want to see people start giving credit where credit is due. Stop acting like pussies and start giving these dudes they just do. Now, they interviewed B. Norm. He said, you know, his next fight, the boy took his boots and ran. Evidently, he's talking about Jerron Boots Ennis. He wanted the Jerron Boots Ennis fight. Looked like Jerron Boots Ennis is going up to 154. I really wanted Brian Norman and Jerron Boots Ennis. I wanted that fight. I wanted to see how good is Brian Norman Jr. compared to the top shots at 147 and Jerron Boots Ennis, who was the #1 champ. He was unified. Could have went ahead and fought for another title with, you know, Brian Norman Jr., sorry, because I wanted to see it, bro. I thought he should have stayed for one more fight against Brian Norman Jr. and got 3 scraps and things of that nature, then moved up. But everybody got their own plans. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own plans. A lot of people going to say, well, Brian Norman had an opportunity, he turned it down, things of that nature. What happened all the time where fights don't happen, then you turn back around and you make the fight happen. You know what I'm saying? At another date. Whether it's early or whether it's late. You feel me? So now, you know, we'll see what happened with Brian Norman. He can go out there and see who go, you know, become the champion with the other titles. And now he's in position to fight for a unification. You know what I'm saying? That's what's next for him. I want to see him in a unification. You feel me? But shouts out to Brian Norman Jr., man. Shouts out to Brian Norman Sr. Y'all did y'all thing over there in Japan. Salute to y'all. Keep grinding, keep shining, keep pushing forward. Keep doing what y'all want to do with y'all careers. Chess, not checkers. Don't let nobody force y'all to do nothing y'all don't want to do. And just keep doing y'all thing, man. Much love. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Monty, and I'm on to the next.